This is Uthred Ronaldson, and this is Conflict of Nations WW3, Day 8, and I'm playing as the Philippines. Okay, giving you guys some uh, views of the current positions of our troops. Okay, anyway, welcome back, guys, to Day 8, and just a recap. So Japan has been completely wiped out. So it was part of the episode or part of the topic for the previous episode. And we've also discussed uh, plans, existing plans, and future allies um, for this game. So if you like to know more about the previous events, you can go ahead and check the playlist that I created for this game. So it's updated playlist, and from that playlist, I record all the games, um, the daily events that's gonna happen in this game. So okay, all right. So today, as you can see, South Korea is, I'd say, yes, has been conquered. So the rest of South Korea has been conquered now. So um, for now, we'll have to hold off because we need to wait for the cities to go up to a 35% um, to prevent the rogue state from taking over the city. But I still have some units here who are about to go to capture Pyongyang. So yes, we will be capturing Pyongyang, and still have some reinforcements coming in. This one came from Tokyo. My garrison in Tokyo for the past 2 days. All right. So now there are several things that I want to talk about today. This is the things that I've been thinking about earlier, and so as you can see, Korea will fall without. I'm not sure yet. I have. Well, yes, I did scouted the interior of North Korea, and I didn't see any armies or units capable of doing a counterattack or preventing this invasion. So I'm assuming that I'll be able to close this uh, to complete the Korean conquest in, uh, I'll say, 2 more days. Yeah, 2 days for Korea, and then after Korea, so we won't be that's the time that we will be dealing with China. So it's gonna be inevitable. So right now, um, let me show to you guys the message that I have, the conversation I have with China, because what happened um earlier was that I was trying to send my naval patrol. I was checking if I would be able to scout uh Langzhou by sending my naval patrol right here in the river, but unfortunately, it's not. It didn't work. However, I can send um my naval patrol here in this river. I think that's. I'm not sure what river is that. I think Yangtze is this one. So I'm not sure what this river is, but anyway, I can send my naval patrol right here, and I will be able to scout whatever units is garrison in Zhengzhou. But I guess and I thought that it is possible to send um my planes in the rivers without declaring war to China. But so yeah, basically I just discovered that it's not possible, and I think the reason why I was able to send my naval patrol here to do patrol is because it's still connected to the sea. So I think that's the reason behind or the logic behind that. Okay, so let's see what China has here. Okay, so China is building a level 3 um naval base. Okay, so that's not good. So that means it's planning to have destroyers here. Okay. Shanghai has one air base. Qingdao, nothing. Zhengzhou, all right. So Beijing has uh level 2 air base. Okay, so this one is China is now ramping up his mobilization. So let's check. Um, so before he can mobilize any units, he needs to set up an arms industry. So I think for now he's not able to deploy any ships, even corvette. He won't be able to deploy those ships because he has no arms industry. So for now, I think I can once he set up an arms industry, that's the time that I'm gonna start bombing Hong Kong. So I cannot have any competition here in the seas. All right, so we have to prepare for that also. Okay. All right, so that's the reason behind why I accidentally declared war against China. So he's also asking to have North Korea. I said no, and he can go to Mongolia and Russia. So yes, I directed him to go north. So this is just for me to divert his attention. Uh, Instead of putting his troops facing me, facing the sea, it is better that his troops are going to Mongolia and Russia. So in that case, he will be in my mercy. So once he starts to construct an arms industry in Hong Kong, that's the time that we will start bombing. Same with Shanghai, and I need strikers. I need to destroy this level 2 right here. I need to bomb Beijing also. Okay. All right. So let's check coalitions, guys. So Axis Power, they still have 5 players. Now the Axis have the original members. Um, New member will be Serbia. All right, China is now part of the VTX army. I think it will be better for China to join the Axis, but I think it was too late for him. He made the he tried to apply for to our coalition, but he was not accepted. So I think this guy is just unlucky. Let's see how what is he gonna do to what this player will do to change his situation. You know, this guy is in trouble because he is surrounded basically everywhere by enemies. So he has no allies here. China has no allies here. So he's currently at war with Mongolia, and Mongolia is allied with Russia. But Australia will also attack Russia right here. Anyway, we're gonna visit Russia later. Okay, so there, China is in big trouble, and so yes, I can definitely play diplomacy right here to use China into my advantage, right? So if he doesn't bid what I say, or uh if he doesn't cooperate, then I'll have no choice because I'm capable. But what are we going to do if that happens, right? So let's say if China will decide to appease me, right? So if China will try to appease the Philippines, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna use the word me, right? This is not me. This is the Philippines. Okay, let's change that. Um, so let's say China decides to appease the Philippines, then what will the Philippines do? So that means he has no other way to go. So he can probably go inland to China. But yeah, the Philippines has nowhere else to go but to China. So unfortunately, it's, there's no way for China to get out of this. But I would prefer that China will weaken the enemy, um, the uh, the enemies up in the north. So you know, okay. So our forces keeps on growing. Okay. We still have the American SUD, the African Union, DR Congo, South Africa, and then Nigeria. But the communist rebellion is now in Nigeria. Okay, I mean in Africa, with Cameroon being at war with Nigeria, and then Australia here has basically taken over Mozambique, except for several cities. Maputo is still with Mozambique, still the capital of Mozambique. So this one's still not yet over. Harare is under the Rogue state, same as Beira. So okay, Australian forces has been annihilated here in this part of the theater, and he has this 22nd Infantry Battalion left. So reinforcements are on its way. All right. So there's really nothing to worry about. Um it's just a minor delay for Africa. Okay. So those are the existing coalitions that we have. Um I will say that the Communist Rebellion Coalition is the strongest. We have 488 points. Axis power is at 481. The Axis has Russia and then the United States. So the threat that we're facing here will be Russia, the U.S., Colombia, and then Serbia because those are active. Mongolia, I'm not sure because as of now, China is taking over Mongolia, and it's possible that China will be moving to the side of the Axis because once we declared war, okay, then definitely um, China and Russia will be able to work together. It will be on for China's advantage if we will work with the Axis powers. So okay, all right. Naval Patrol. This unit is very good in terms of its mobility, and it is very good to provide intel to do scouting. And since you can, since it's a fixed wing aircraft, it's way much faster, definitely faster than a ship. So it's good to have a very huge navy, but if you want reconnaissance, it's better to use planes. So now let's try and um, patrol the seas right here. I want to see how far I can go. The range of my naval patrol is because this is the range of the naval patrol Orion um, stationed in Manila, and this plane can actually, once I declared war with China, this plane can actually scout uh, the Chinese frontier until Lhasa. So he won't be able to um, he won't be able to run away. So the best thing for China to do here is to build anti-air. Okay, so all right. Naval Patrol here is providing a very good service. So here, as you can see, I'm also scouting Vladivostok because we noticed that Vladivostok have already upgraded its naval base to level 2 with an existing arms industry. So this city is now capable of producing a corvette or even a frigate, and even having just one of those ships will be a threat to our power, to our domination here in the eastern seas. So we are virtually uncontested right here in this part of the world. I guess Hawaii, yeah, the U.S. power will be there, but I'm not sure how many ships the U.S. has. So let's check. Okay, so still no arms industry and no uh level 2 naval base. This one only have a barrack, so it probably has some infantries right there. Okay, so yeah, this one is very good. So I created I will be mobilizing one more naval patrol because of its capability. So it has seven attack points for vessels and five attack points for submarines. And aside from its range, so basically, what you can do here, a good strategy that you can use for the Orion will be to um, intimidate the enemies. Let the enemies know that you are active and that you are watching over them. Same with what I did with China. So I'm not sure if that's a good tactic though. It's a little bit um provocative, because what I did is that I flew my planes in his cities, not directly above their cities, but just adjacent to the cities. So that tactic will actually confuse the enemy, and if ever the enemy has fighter jets or anti-air ground units, then we will be able to confuse the enemy and maintain our unpredictability in terms of where are we going to attack. So yeah, that's one advantage. But I don't think China has air power. So okay, so this weapon is really good for island nations. Um, okay, we're ready to recruit one officer, Ragnar the Warlord. Ragnar the Warlord. Okay, we will recruit a seasoned veteran, Ragnar, and okay, so let's check the news. Okay, Canada is at war with the U.S. Okay, so the U.S. is kind of pushing up and successfully capturing Canadian territories right here in the north. Very good. So yeah, that will be good. We have an active enemy in our right flank. So okay, so basically, um, Russia needs to be attacked as well. Russia now has the capability to produce a surface vessel here in this city in Vladivostok. So we need to take it down. Now we will capture that, and I will ask Australia to capture the provinces right here. Okay, capture all those provinces, and if Russia will respond, then let him come. He will be coming from a very far, um, from the other side of his territory, from the western side of his territory, and that will be it will take a long time unless he has air bases nearby. But this is an island right here. It has no air base, and it has no bridge, and it's not basically connected to the mainland. So once we capture this city, Vladivostok, then this whole island will fall. Russia might send some reinforcements, but the war will happen right here in China. So through North Korea, if he will decide to recover Vladivostok, he will have to go through North Korea. Another option for him is to go from the north by sending ships, but that will be a very long route. It will take him a long time to reach us. Probably about two 2 days, 24 hours maybe. um 24 1 to 2 days, and his troops will be coming from Arkhangelsk, which has um no naval to air base, or no naval to level 2 naval base. So it has no level 2 naval base. That means he won't be able to provide any support here in Vladivostok. So either he quits the game, get demoralized, or either he gets overthrown by his people. Then on uh it's up to him how he will respond to this crisis. But yeah, it's gonna be for an advantage. Um, so with that, I think there's one more other lesson that I've learned here in this game, is that you have to learn, or you have to know how to anticipate, or you have to anticipate what the enemies will do. um it's not all the time that the players are inactive. Well, yes, sometimes most players will be inactive, and you can always do your research before you go to war. Check and see how your enemies are doing. So for example, here for China, if we are planning to conquer China, then we have to check um news about China. So this is for day 7. China lost one, two, three, four, five ground units. So 4 motorized infantry and then 1 combat recon. So 9th Infantry Battalion Mongolia has been destroyed by the 5th Infantry China. The 16th Infantry Battalion Mongolia has been destroyed by the 10th Infantry Battalion China. The 5th Infantry Battalion China has been destroyed by the 12th Infantry uh, of Mongolia. All right, so China again lost. So a total of 6 units lost for China. So China basically has higher casualties than Mongolia. So if he already lost 6 units, so he probably has around 30, because he has barracks, so he's probably mobilizing some units also, or maybe not. Let's see. So this one only needs an army base. So yeah, you don't need to have an arms industry for you to mobilize a motorized infantry. Okay, and I also have checked another unit here that I think will be a very good unit that we can utilize. A unit that we can incorporate to our strategy. The multiple rocket launcher. I think this one is a good addition to the arsenal. This one has the highest hit points for surface vessels, highest for soft targets as well as for hard targets, and also devastating for population and buildings. If we will compare it here with the howitzer, This one has 1.5 for surface vessels, right? 3.5 for soft and 4.0 for hard targets. So this one is much more powerful in all aspects. So we need to. I think I'm gonna have to incorporate this, but I will be using this for now in for defensive purposes. For now, not yet sure yet what may happen. We never know. Maybe there are enemies already lurking in the Pacific who will do a surprise attack to the Philippines. So to prevent that, we need to capture Guam. All right. I wanna actually leave it to Australia, but yeah, maybe he's leaving it up to me. So I think I'll have to prioritize. Okay. Okay. So Indonesia right now is doing really good. It's able to conquer Indonesia in 4 days. Vietnam in 4 days. Still has this city right here, the new capital, holding on with 48% morale. Okay. Indonesia is like a flood. When I was in Indonesia, I focused mostly in conquering or capturing Australia. Now, this one is good because by securing the alliances with naval nations, he can now concentrate his forces, his forces, and build a land army. So that is very good. That is a very good strategy for Indonesia. So I think this alliance here is a very good alliance. New Zealand is now back in the ball game, and let's see what he will do. So where is he going? Let's see. So here's a corvette going to the Andaman Sea. All right, so maybe he's going to help us, or he's going to India. But I think it's better for him to go here south. Nah, we are independent. We are independent with from each other. So I think I'm gonna leave him, and let's see. I'm not sure what he's trying to do right now, but sending his corvette right there, it has no purpose, right? There's no threat here. India is probably has probably garrisoned his forces here, and will be waiting for an attack. So that's Indonesia's job. If NZ would like to help, that's fine, but he will be open for an attack from the South Americas. Yeah. So okay. Anyway, this will not be easy. So we'll first have to take China. Yeah, it's inevitable. We will take China, go to China, and then Mongolia, and then we'll push to Russia, and then Kazakhstan. Yeah. Okay. So this will be a long ride, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a fun and a long ride. So That's all for now, guys. Skal.